So first up in the trades is sort of signaling a new period of limbo when it comes to the release schedules of movies and how much we want to trust them is Sony and their massive sort of streak of delays that they announced this week. Starting with, I think the most painful one is Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse being delayed indefinitely, not being given a new release date. I think that also kind of shows that I think this March 2024 release date was always like a pipe dream for them. Like people kept claiming, oh, we haven't recorded the voices yet. We've barely done the animation unless it's the same scenes from the last film. So it seemed like maybe they're taking it off the 2024 calendar because they just have so much left, so much more than they expected. But, you know, it's a shame because it was on my top 3 anticipated of 2024 so far. I made a list and it's up there. So I'm still waiting patiently, and we've got a big cliffhanger to resolve.
Yeah, I think maybe even 2025 might be a 2024 might be a stretch. I think maybe we're only gonna see this in 2025, honestly. Yeah, so not great. But for the other movies that we had that we were due this year from Sony, Gran Turismo was moved to all the way to August next year. Madam Web, who the fuck wants to see that?
No, it's still August this year, Gran Turismo. It's only moved by 2 weeks.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, August this year. For some reason, I thought we were in 2022. Okay. Then Madam Web was moved to February 14th, 2024, even though nobody wants that movie ever. The new Ghostbuster movie is coming out in March 29th. Bad Boys 4 in June 14th. Holy shit, Venom 3, also something that I don't know who the fuck wants that. July 12th. And talking about things that nobody wants, Kraven the Hunter moved like a whole year to August next year.
What a great trade. Beyond the Spider-Verse for 3 great Sony Universe Spider-Man character movies.
Not excited about
one thing
any
that
of
was
these.
I'm curious about the new Ghostbusters, honestly. Like, I enjoyed Afterlife. And
I guess Gran Turismo had a decent trailer, but that's it.
It looks okay. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters. Bad Boys 4, probably not in theaters. I enjoyed Bad Boys for Life more than the first 2, hot take. And Venom 3, they also announced, first of all, Kelly Marcel is directing it, and she wrote the last 2, which, great sign, I guess, if you're keeping up the same, you know, if it is broke, don't fix it. But they're also adding Juno Temple and Chiwetel Ejiofor to the cast, which is continuing their trend of saying they want to be intertwined with the MCU, but casting actors who are prominent in the MCU. I don't get it.
Yeah, they're weird. We don't talk about them here. Are you ready to move on from this shit show of a list?
Yeah, so Beyond the Spider-Verse delay hurts. The rest will live.
Yeah, exactly. So next up, another company that's scrambling right now, even though I never thought I would say that like a year ago, Disney. So, and Lucasfilm, which is like even worse. So the Lando show, which for like God's graciousness, I thought was canceled. Apparently it wasn't, because they took it off the calendar for like the last 5 years, I think. Even though they announced it like 100 years ago. So they actually tapped Donald Glover himself and his brother to write. They both wrote for Atlanta. So they're great writers, but I don't know. I have zero confidence in Lucasfilm at this point for like anything.
I just think they need to give him like a million creative freedoms. Like, if in any other world, like if you had told me they removed Justin Simeon, I would have been like, okay, my excitement went down for this. But it's Donald Glover writing it, and having seen all of Atlanta, I love seeing him go loose. Or he also like was behind the scenes for the show Swarm. So honestly, this one I'm more excited for some of the others. But I just think they really need to make it like Solo. I don't hate it all. I actually enjoyed like the tone that it was going for, but it's not
too.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and like Lando's character in it is so carefree and unpredictable, and I think there could be potential with this actually.
Hot take: Alden Ehrenreich should be in this. Hot take. I think he was a decent Solo.
He was really good as Solo. I didn't get the hate.
Yeah, and maybe if he comes back, it would open the door for Luke and Leia to be recast as well if they want to keep going to that era. Uh, I don't like CGI Luke. Anyway, I'm usually super excited about Star Wars shit, but I just can't be bothered anymore after Obi-Wan
It's a lot
destroyed all my
that
hopes and dreams.
Obi-Wan, I honestly didn't like. I was like okay about it. Mandalorian
It was
season
supposed to
3,
be
I
the
was like,
best
oh, that's
thing
disappointing.
ever. Obi-Wan was supposed to be the best Star Wars thing ever, and it was bad.
I
You
wouldn't
want
say
to
it was
talk?
bad. Mandalorian season 3, we could have that conversation, or Boba Fett, we
They,
could have that
they were
conversation.
both bad. Also, Boba Fett was also bad. So let's talk about the next thing, about another franchise that's struggling right now. Why don't you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so we just got a Loki season 2 trailer. As you all know from the Disney Plus shows, Loki is one of the more acclaimed ones. It was one that really excited people. For me, like I just had no hype for that. So seeing them go with such like a imaginative tone, I really enjoyed the first season, and this one looks like a lot of what worked in that, but in the best way. The trailer opens and you see Ki Hui Kwan come in, who the whole world loves now. And we saw a bit of glimpses of Raphael Casal and the rest of the cast like Gugu Mbatha-Raw and Jonathan Majors. I think this has potential to be at least as good as the first, if not better. Like,
I would agree with you, but it's the different director and a different writer, so that I'm not happy about that because, like you said, the first season was great. Is up there with WandaVision as the best that we've gotten so far, at least in my opinion. Um,
shat on the writer from the first movie after what was it, Multiverse of Madness. So the fans turn on everyone these days.
no, but he did a good job here, and the problem with Multiverse, I actually gave it a 9, Multiverse of Madness, so it's probably not me. But I think the biggest problem there was like the lack of cohesion with WandaVision and like how it kind of barely connected. That was for me the biggest problem in that movie. But the structure of the story in Loki was good. It was great. But again, the getting rid of both the director and the writer when the season was that good is concerning. Um, but yeah, other than that, the trailer was really fun. I never thought I would be excited for anything MCU this year after all the disappointments. We're gonna talk about one more on this episode, but yeah, here we are.
It does have two other directors from Moon Knight, which I actually loved.
Oh yeah, they were great.
So
I just hope
I'm excited.
I just hope they give this this enough money and attention, and like the script is good, because like again we're gonna talk about Secret Invasion, but like that I feel like that overspent in its last episode, and the other episodes look kind of cheap. So hopefully that won't happen here, for the sake of a big final fight or something. Okay, so I guess this was the trades for this week. Remember to subscribe to our channel if you are not, and leave us a comment which of these 3 projects, or I guess 8 projects if you count all the shit show from Sony's list, are you more excited about.